Okay.
Okay, so first of all, let's share the screen. Last time we did, got it.
The
We did
animals, the
ancient,
pattern of animals.
yes, just animals, and also the design, the pattern design. And today we're gonna take a very quick look at the human beings, human figures in the cave paintings, and then we will do our topic. Okay, so so this time let's pay attention to the human figures. All right. So very much like the animals, when ancient Indian people they began to paint human figures, they began with very simple one, and slowly it gets more and more complicated. As we can see, this figure is very simple. A circle stands for a head, and four lines stand for the two arms and two legs. And as for the body, it's just two lines with some, I think it's some decorations on the body. It's very simple.
It's kind of like a sort of banana that no one knows, like this kind.
Yes, yes, yep. And let's look at the second one. You
Okay.
see, this time the human figure it gets complicated. We can see some muscles on the legs, and also we can see they're holding some kind of a weapon or some kind of tools, and we're using a little bit more complicated contour to stand for a human figure.
I think I see some animal faces.
Yes.
It's kind of like animal face, and
It could
different
be.
than a human face.
Yes, that's a very good point. You know, when we are learning art in college in CEGEP, our teacher our teacher told me that at the early stage of human history, we created some kind of half animal, half human figures. Uh, I think it's called the demigod, demi-human, something like that. So maybe this figure stands for a personified animal or a human body with the animal head. It could be. We saw those kind of personification in ancient Egyptian paintings. So
But I think they are gods because after
yeah.
after the
Mhm.
Egypt art, I think that
Mhm.
if the human body and
Mhm.
the animal face, I
Mhm.
think it will be a god. Make think
Yeah,
at 100% an Egyptian, but not sure an Indian art.
yeah, it's very likely. Uh, Maybe those guys with some supernatural power. And you see the third picture. In the third picture, the human being, the human figure, it gets more it gets more complicated. We can see even more details like this figure, it holds some arrows. Maybe he's a soldier fighting on the, I don't know, maybe on the champ de bataille. And we can see some hat on his head and also some stripes. Maybe it stands for some uniform or some
I think it's a
uh,
warrior. It's like a when in this battle, I heard
yeah.
that they wear like this kind of uniform. It's not a uniform, but
Hmm.
a sort of costume of a warrior. And I heard that in a meridian, it will like this. I think it's like the same for Indian art than the meridian in 1500 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, on the battlefield, we have some soldiers who dressed up like that. So anyway, the idea is that in ancient Indian cave paintings, the human figure, it gets more and more complicated, gets more and more realistic. Let's go on. You see, in this painting, it's even more detailed, precise. As we can see, they're carrying some weapon, and also their uniforms are clearer, and they have some boots and some swords hanging on the belt, and also both of them are holding a shield. It's curved shield. All right. So let's just continue. Now it's even more realistic. A soldier, he is riding on a horse, and the horse, we can see on the body of the horse, we see lots of bells, lots of decorations. It's getting more and more realistic. You see, this one is very much like a present painting, like a modern painting. You know, every detail is perfectly presented. A soldier riding on a horse. You see the horse, we can see the eyes, some harness, some hooves, legs, tail, everything is well precise. You see, so until in the end, all the pictures we have seen pretty much like they're written, they're painted with just lines, not colors. But this time we can see some colors are Su Hong is late also.
Donald has already arrived.
Yeah, Donald, Su Hong.
Su Hong is not here.
You have some you have some classes, right before this art class. Donald, Su Hong.
Su Hong is not here. I don't see him on my screen.
I had a class right before.
It says only 4 participants.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think you have some classes right before this art class, but it's okay. Just take your time to have a good.
Oh, Su Hong is already arrived.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue. So until in the end, all the cave paintings, they're very much like today's paintings. We have some colors, some good compositions, some perspectives even in some paintings. And today's job, I mean, this class, we're gonna do just one exercise, very simple one. We don't need to do something very complicated. I'm gonna give you 2 pictures. All right, this is one picture. This is the other one. So let's vote. This is what you're going to copy today. Let's vote. Who is gonna copy this one? Some hands? No? Okay. Who's gonna copy this one? You can choose either left side or right side.
I choose left side.
Left side. Okay. Donald and Su Hong. Which one would you like to copy? The black and white?
Left side.
Left side, okay. Also left side. Su Hong, you?
Is there any other options?
You want to see the other? You want to see this one?
Except for those 3, is there any others?
We have just 3 paintings. Okay, 3 choices.
Okay. Can I do the first one?
First one. This is the first one. Okay. First one, we have two paintings all together, left side and right side. This is the second one.
I
Okay. So Donald and Olivia have chosen the black and white, the left one.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, Su-Hong, I think you can do the right one.
yeah, okay.
Okay. So today's job is very simple. Just copy what you see. And when you are copying, you have to understand how ancient Indians they're doing the portrait. You see, last class when we're learning the ancient Egyptian paintings, all the portraits they're just profile views, which means the side view. But in ancient Indian paintings, we have every angle. We have all the angles. Maybe a front view, a profile view, or
The side view, like in Egyptian art.
yeah, slightly tilted over. We have many angles. Not like ancient Egyptian paintings. They have just one angle for the.
I have a question. Sorry
Yeah,
to
sure.
interrupt you. I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you please go take my paper?
Yeah, and finish it as soon as possible and come back.
Okay, it will be
Right.
faster.
Okay, good. So Sepakti, Donald, Su-Hong, the same requirement. When you are copying those portraits on your paper, please draw as big as possible. Don't leave big blank space, okay? And I'm gonna go back for a while and stop